So, as you can see, this is in response to the invitation letter from the police. You can see that. So, let's see if we have. Let's see if we have a. So, let's see if we have a letter. I'll go out first. And, so, okay, as you guys can see. So, can you guys see now? Can you see the dates on the letter? Can you guys see the date on the letter? Please continue to type yes and amen. Oba ọ̀tọ̀ yín mú sí lẹ́tà yìí, and the fact that we went to submit it at the British Embassy, Nigerian Embassy in Britain, and we stood in front of the embassy to read. Oba ọ̀tọ̀ yín mú lọ́wọ́ àlẹ́yìn àwọn tó ń lọ sí kọ̀rọ̀. They want to take the glory from all this effort. All our ṣiṣẹ́ underground. Can you guys see the dates? That is, you deserve to know as members of the public, because none of these things we're doing without the support of the public. Not necessarily those that claim they are part of the public, but those that are on our side, supporting us in any way they can to ensure that we achieve this. And then it looks like it's so cheap and easy, because, you know, making things like this so easy, they thought it's just by writing. No, it's beyond that. There are so many things that follow things like this that I must never divulge it in the public. You know, there are some information some embassy will share with you. You must never mention the name of the embassy. You must never share the documents. Even how it was sent to you, you must never try it. You know, and that's why most of these people thought it's just coming on TikTok, speak like them and write, and that's just how you get things like this. No, it doesn't really make any, any sense. If the government wants justice, they should fund. I don't know all these nonsense these people write. I don't know who they are, and I don't know where they live. I don't know how they reason. I don't know the kind of situation they have been into. Maybe their fingers are always very itchy, and so if the government wants justice, all the cases before the government, including Nigerians that doesn't pay tax, that doesn't do anything, over maybe 50 million cases, they should be funding it. So you just come on social media and be typing junks and nonsense. But because most of you, either you are ill-informed, you just want to talk, or you are making yourself look stupid. I don't understand. Because I can't be spoon-feeding people with some certain basic knowledge that is available on the street. There are some street knowledge. You can't come on my page and be asking as if you are antagonizing or criticizing. So if the government can kill it, they should not kill it. They are going to be arresting all of them. Like we wrote to the letter to the IG recently, which was submitted on the 14th. We've told the IG we can't fund, as our NGO, we cannot fund all of these things, you know. And it's quite unfortunate that most of these people, they thought when Damola was arrested and we were able to accompany that is about Jamilo Ifeibami, and they keep deceiving a whole lot of themselves behind. It's nothing to do with that. It's about Mohbad's murder case. And I was so happy that it was even Damola's mom that came out to say and said, this is what my son is being investigated for. It doesn't mean at the end of investigation, that might be what he is, but that's the concept and the context at which all of them are being investigated, and any one of them found eventually wanting, depending on the crime they've committed, then the charges will come up later on. And that is where we are. And that is why we quickly and hurriedly wrote to the Attorney General of Lagos State when the SAN, learned SAN, Wahab Shitu was trying through the instruction of Baba Mohbad to say they should give him the power of attorney. I said, are you people just love to deceive and make the public look stupid? You, the Baba, you were already indicted via a coroner inquest. You went to bury the boy hurriedly. There are so many things that you have done. You've obstructed justice through your power of attorney and yourself. You are now asking that they should give you the power of attorney to prosecute a case that you already yourself, you are a defendant, you are a suspect. Does that make any sense? And I don't know why even lawyers will be doing all of these things and making the entire justice seeker here look stupid. But when you speak the truth and sense to them, they will think because you are getting funding to do what you are doing, it means that your reputation has been reduced or your substance and relevance has been reduced. It's nothing. And there's no two ways about it. There's no way we could come in. You see that we came in the way we came in and we have a fund available, and I said, let me just risk the fund of the NGO to pursue this. Or speak to the public and try to convince them that you guys have, made a mess of the fund you collected before. But there is a way we can do it. And I'm not going to be forcing anybody to trust or believe me quickly. Give me time to convince, and I keep sticking my neck out. And then we're getting there. Some people now think because the NGO, I'm not, it's nuisance. So at the end of the day, I can tell you for free, they are working in the background. If they will be honest with you, challenge any of them to bring the petition they wrote in 2025. So if they have written any petition in 2024, even early 2025, any date in 2000, let them bring it out. And at the end of the day, you will now see what is the content of your petition, what evidence you provide that will make them to say, okay, let's take over the case from Lagos State. They will just be deceiving, and don't be surprised, some of these people, it might be what we have available to us, it's going to be what they will put in their petition. Just the way that criminal, horrible individual, Larry or Mondi or whatever he is, well, I thought they plan a conference where they were jumping on what came to us, and they said, what's all this nonsense? You see a human rights organization who is already a complainant and a victim in a particular matter, and you think everything is public legal. Let's jump on it and say we are holding a press conference and you should come and join them. Once we come along, but you just feel like you just have to hold yourself and control yourself, because you look at many ways they finger your brain, they make you look stupid, and they go after your reputation. You feel like, come on. So, whatever the case may be, if there is anything anybody is trying to do, is trying to go behind. They will just collect whatever they say about the NGO, and then they will say, what can they do? And one police officer is trying to deceive them. Because they were able to collect fund and say, because at the end of the day, some level of criminality and absurdity can be allowed. This is a serious case of national emergency. This is overriding public interest. All these no shenanigans. trying to get a let's say, in the next 50 years, and at the end of the day, you come up, fund the troop, and then you share lab. So to see Abuja, it's beyond writing to the IG alone. I don't want to go into details of those that are involved, the powerful people that are involved, the people that are, apart from the president and the people that are involved. I must not give you the details. I only share even some of the personal memos and correspondence with some people. They go about and be gallivanted. I shared with some people that doesn't deserve it, not because of anything, but because I want to speak to their conscience and say, just see, so that if you go out there and be deceiving the public, your conscience will tell you, are you deceiving yourself? Because at the end of the day, I see no reason to compete with anybody. What name did you guys use? What organization? What are you doing? If it's just an individual, let's see the letter. Tell us the evidence you actually join with whatever you're putting up. So, so it's absurdity. Or anybody arrest anybody. Nobody can arrest. None of these people can arrest. I cannot effect arrest. The same policeman will arrest. Whether strike team or people coming from Abuja or any police officer come back to arrest, I'm not arrest. So whether we finance, whether they finance, whether the police officer they try to collect money from us, money for ticket, and they collect from this one. But people coming to is absurdity. Okay, not that the judge will go yellow. Oh, they now want to go the results until your family starts something. And we have said it over and over. The same reason Tofik be Damola, no, Tofik be spending, Tofik be Yomi, but it can't which I just have to read and let you know that on time so that we all be on the same page. Because at the end of the day, I'm working for the public. You all is who we are working for. But they didn't want you to realize that I was offering myself and my platform, which is the human rights organization, for this cause. But we all believe until you have this social media platform is platform to feel a. So the platform being used now is the approved one by government. Oh, you have to see noise. Well, you're talking about walkings, and that is what we've offered in this course. So, but because people they are used to social media and the noise, and they thought that's the only way. Once you go case of social media assault, social media might come in, but you have to do the due diligence offline. Of a charge in court, social media they might charge in court if you want to get justice. So, whatever the case may be, I'm sorry, guys. But I couldn't go via intro there between the choir. Build up because materials in Bobe. That's one way. My year integrated with emotion law. So that they can't brainwash you and make you. There is no basis for any competition. But I tell you who is actually. It means no acquire, little relatively. It means you only she not all to Lord Major of Alashi. I will be your fabiyi. I will have a pattern in the only shaking for another. I was doing justice for bad without anybody inviting me. I'm doing my stuff where I am. So, at the end of the day, they are there to assemble people to disrupt the cause of justice. So, sorry, excuse me. think they're bringing the lights. So let me wait. Engage your life. We just have 27,000. Please engage your life. The updates I'm going to give is, of course, in the next couple of days, we still need about 6 more of these suspects to be in custody. And they need to be arrested, and they need to be arrested very, very quickly. And no matter where they are hiding, the most important thing for them is they should stop running and should make themselves available. They know what they did, and they know that the truth is out there, and the police will stop at nothing to get them. So the only thing I will tell you guys is that put your mind at rest. The government of Ashwaji Bola Tinubu, this APC government, they believe in the cause of justice. They've heard our cries as members of the public. They know our next vote will determine how and what we see in Mohbad's case. And of course, those that want to use Mohbad's case to disrupt the country and to paint this government in a terrible light, they should be able to fail. And that is why I am telling you that this government has listened to our yearning, and they will be delivering the justice that Mohbad deserves. No parents will turn their back. The only thing that they were able to succeed, they succeeded in doing it initially, was to deceive millions and millions of Nigerians. And the people that should have allowed you to speak, look at the nonsense they are doing now. Because they think you are so, you're fragile. They think they can mess up with your brain and deceive you, even when you can see clearly. And that is because you still allow some junks on social media to be diverting and pushing you around. Some people, they just hear gossip. They don't have a mind of their own. They don't process things. And some people, they have these skills of moving from platform to platform, making a mess of themselves and making you look like you don't have a thinking faculty. And Julie, this is Nigeria that we all grow into. They will tell you things are happening here where there is nothing. You need to listen. They will tell you, and it also tells you. Abosika, Tembeleku, Uno Shidikoro, Unto, Amalanto, Unto the Shay in 50 years. They will tell you we can do it. And then if you continue to listen to such people when you know that they are not doing anything reasonable, you will affect this boy's quest for justice again. And then people see, and let's understand that if I am not trained as a human rights advocate, if I don't have the right prerequisite and background, I won't dabble into it. Who am I to kill? I have a job that is enough for me to impress and make name. So killing human rights. If I don't have the basic knowledge, the connection, the experience, and everything. But these people, they will tell you, just because they sit on social media and they pick up pieces, and then they want to make you believe that they are the one lying, they have a proclivity to pursue a genuine case, and they will still be, look at what they are doing. The case is already at an advanced stage. The presidency intervened. They went to where the case is and they said, the real complainant, a block it off. Even the family, they went to block him off, don't inform him. And I'm telling you, I have noticed a rogue among them that is working as seriously then to ensure that nothing, our pursue case here, they should cut us off. But the spirit of that boy was not going to sleep. One thing leads to another. We got to know that important thing here, what to do, because a meeting will escaped. I am not just going to be going after. I want to pamubadi. I want to pamubadi go. Content here, images that you don't want. One federal to destroy government. I want to gather millions of dollars to cause a political onslaught. I want to go by take over. And they are already infiltrated into the government and people close to the president. Tabati winning job, you get social appointment to get this. We'll now stick our neck out to do that and say, this is the truth here. Am I going to you? And you can't joke because you can't shake on shake or you don't have to feel with the shake on because these people, they want you to just come out and devoid. If I look at it and say, I would rather pick this my country and this administration that cannot, but I can't find out what anybody later. When I was in London, I put up a video and I passed the message to the president. So most of these people, when you see them, the old nonsense they are doing, when everything about the border and MB, they want to be at the forefront of matters. Or when you're not sure, then they start saying, you go there. You might have written petition long time ago, we don't even know these people. We don't know these people, we don't know. And a lot of people do not understand how country operates. Donald Trump, Elon Musk, is political. It's not societal. So most of people don't understand. So some matters in the society, political solution, some matters is just the normal society. That's why you can see somebody like that priest asking, it's not political, because they don't understand. Even we are political animals. Because all of you sit down, you don't know how even society operates. But what you run loop, and you never money, if you're not taking it, and let me go, instead of you to calm down and learn, you calm down. Repeat, but typing junks is not going to add up to anything. So when people are deceiving you, she protesting, she lost any big office, big man, I probably go by writing, and writing junks with terrible English, nothing she case. Not even a case that has jurisdiction and some semblance of serious power. A serious formation. Only weight of a case, our case can't be able to allow an executive. You can't just drag it away. So they will be deceiving you and shaking it, experience it. If the governor of the state assembled investigators, college case phone, to the attorney general who go advise me on Cotton Ribery, and you come on any other of sopping. Try go. You need a bigger power. That's bigger executive power to like look into the matter. Oh, the meeting rubbish our state yabashi. How can they for the overriding interest of the country? We need to look into this matter. Interest in loop, not interest in people convention and kill a see call you to affecting people. They won't tell you what's the point. You cannot give us power and not give us. You can't give us authority, power and not give us authority. There can't be a governor of a state, can't be a commissioner of police in a state, and without authority to take over and take charge. So he has the power and the authority on that case from beginning. So before you can say, let me even question the power and authority you are using, there must be serious complaint. There must be serious reason why the higher authority will say, can I just look into it? I want to look at. I know you have jurisdiction, but I own this country. If anything happens in this country, anywhere in this country, my name is going to be called. I have right to look into it? Is the power given to the president? So these are the things that a lot of people don't know, and when you finish with all of this, she will allow Lord Lucy while you embassy, she will so everything. So go ahead, but I was in Abuja, no city, no protest. She second anniversary, no meeting, no committee, no civil, the pressure were coming, they were seeing the truth in what we're saying. And they understand that they have to quickly do this case because come matter you will they now and you thought you are involved, they try to call you in because you are funding somebody is telling you, Yomi alone. Because they went there and said, how do we go about it? The right thing they have to do is to first destroy your family's reputation and kill and ensure that he doesn't move. If you don't do it, you're last one, show you last one. There are some things that I will not say now. How the whole arrest started, everything. When it is time, I will tell you guys. With full evidence. Don't tell you that's how she came from. Because nobody will force me to release anything now. Because it will make any sense. Until what about also? You now see that all those ones are just wasting your time. Because at the end of the day, it's still the same public. We're not supposed to, there shouldn't be any division. I don't collect as the president. I don't go around looking okay, let's what's the call harmonize with way. And to the Shokufati, our Galoki Vidasi, let's queue behind the person. Luckily, it's a structural NGO. Luckily, all evidence of it. Luckily, all of my live as a witness. So let's dissolve and be behind and let's deliver. You're deceiving these people behind. The man that also, the man shaking call. None of my professional fee can be paid. None of my professional fee can be paid with all the funds that is available. I will go almost a year, even less of me per day. So at the end of the day, somebody will be deceiving them. They will be going there. One police officer is deceiving them. I'm a two for I'm a come up with bring Yomi down. Calling being effort here on the call. She got a very I'm a pop over Yomi and I'm a bag. To buy support or not, she be to I'm a block here and I'm a also doing. So what's my business with all those nonsense they are doing? You told me about doing it and I will continue to pursue the case I'm pursuing. That's why I'm in Cuba because I'm pushing it. I'll so many things to I'll move. Right here, as I got looking. Lift keys. is up. Any moment from now, of course, the rest of the suspects will be in custody and justice for Mohbad will be on its way. But we are still at a critical stage. Like I told you guys, unboiling, alright, and they are ready to do anything now. Most of these people that claim that they are there under Juju, our Tony Casey at the B at they don't want to show their face. They want the attack to keep coming to us alone. And when you tell them that you are seeing spiritual attack, they are coming to assassinate you. I don't know about as a go running. But with common sense, let them show face. They don't want to show face. And they will be deceiving all of you. Sheta washi. I want to tell you, Judah Mobugawa. Some of what she has a car here. But you purpose no now. But you want to buy what about lion who and it takite Ellen Jaubi. All these people are not serious. At the end of the day, we need your prayers because we are so close now. And God will give us that victory. And the public will win, and this country will win, and justice will win. It's about so yellow. So we are still playing our parts. To support in the ongoing investigation. We can't do but play our parts. Of course, the police are also doing their best. If any other person or any other group of people are also supporting the police, it's a welcome development. The most important thing is some people doesn't want it to be through the end. They want to be like we are there too. I'm not stopping anybody. But for people to now be so rude with whatever they are trying to, if I hijack you, if you want to do whatever you want to do, don't be rude about it because they will still be like, they did it, I don't know what they are trying to do, whatever the case may be. What's a native, what's respect, what's regard, what's a culture of gratitude. And tell listeners, so people can activity come out there, we can come with I should make one major thing started it. Why she call out here? Why they English? I don't know what has been deceived. Even what she require on why easily deceived. Then all the case where Abuja, Babato people gonna put a ship nonsense. Some people believe. I think of CCTV. About Wege. A lot of Kini about Wege. Eleno, I think Gano Seven Bagay. Because when they start with all this nonsense and you are unable to curtail them, this reason time I want to go because this was a actually back in the shall only go the Musha only go back to one because they are dealing with one police officer that can't control his or her greed. And then at the end of the day, they mess up the entire case. Wakoba or anything. And that boy will still be in the morgue there. And that thing, they will eventually use it. How terrible it will be eventually with all this alert, noise. Can I force Kamari? Kamashi, Kokodori, the time. See your batting, totally repeated. Come on, the video beyond she come bad and lay. Come on, the kakiri. You don't think this government will forgive so many people? Anyway, it will solve it. The best thing is for them to prosecute because the truth are out there. Later. Yes, you can't point accusing finger to this government of Ashwaju again. They've done the right thing. They've prosecuted. ẹ̀kọ́ àjòkó síbi kan ṣe ọlọ́gbà ọ̀lẹ́ iṣẹ́ táwọn ṣe iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe tẹ̀ ń ṣe àbòsí tẹ̀ ń pera yín lẹ́yìn tẹ̀ ń ṣe dọ̀tí tẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ayé ní structured body ní legalized body ń tọ́ àwọn èèyàn káàkiri ilé máa kóra yín jọ ẹ máa fi fake account kọ dóńdó ní kíkọ ẹ má dáwó kankan o ẹ má ṣe kiri kan o ìjọ tí ẹ̀sùn ẹ̀rọ wa dé lórí yín because mi ò lè máa sọ pé àwọn ọmọ yín àwọn ọlọ́mọ lè máa ṣe nítorí tẹ̀ mo tẹ́ máa expect kẹsàn-án ké tẹ̀ máa yọ yín kúrò tẹ̀ máa láwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣe gbọ́n kọ́lọ́ ẹ̀kẹ́ forí kò èèyàn pọ́n ilé ló ń transfer consequence lọ sórí àwọn ọmọ báwo sọmọ olóṣèlú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣe yàmà yàrá gan kí ló ṣe tí kankan ṣe lè báyìí ṣe rádaràdà tó ń ṣe kì í àṣìṣe débi kan wà kó dọ̀tí wọn jáde ayé àṣẹ yìí gbogbo rọ́tọ̀ ti pa àwọn máa dáwó wọn máa lọ yọ kiri kan kí ló dé ẹ̀rí yọ láti jọjọ́ yìí gbogbo àwọn wòlé tó ń kóra àwọn jọ yìí ṣé ẹ̀rí pẹ́ ni wọ́n wọ̀ wò sí mo sọ fún yín pé tó bá tẹ́ stage kan gbogbo àwọn onídọ̀ tí yẹn they will be relevant wọ́n máa wọ́n dànù ẹ jẹ́ kó olórí ohun tá à ń sọ ìkó balẹ̀ gangan ẹ̀rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbúrò ogun ẹ̀ mọ́ because it is at that point the public and the law enforcement will now find time will now go after those ones ẹ̀rí pọ́n máa wọ́n dànù reason tó yìí ṣe ẹnu jábàjábá gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe mẹ́yẹn tó jẹ́ pé they are criminal tó rẹ̀ ni tó sẹ́ni tó yí ìrísí wọn rò torí náà mọ̀ pé torí pé the public are still pursuing the bigger picture. But at the end of the day, you realize that most of these people, even if you get to know who they are, ṣé àwọn tí àwọn adarí láwọn fún lélẹ̀ ẹni bí gbogbo pátá ìbojú pátá ìtì gan pa gbogbo ìmí gan ti àti gbóra ẹ̀kọ́ bọ́dẹ̀ àti ìsódì ẹni ìwé bẹ́ẹ̀ tíṣà primary school tó kàn sí ìbò wèrè ẹni ilé pè ní ilé lórúkún lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀wá kan wà fún un pé sáwọn tí wọ́n máa fún lọ́dí ẹ̀sìn lélẹ̀. He's feeling good now because at the end of the day, that arrest of Damola is just the case with Yomi. Now that the other people in the house have been arrested, what are we talking about? Disgusting set of people. This is the only way we would have gotten this justice because I don't like that. That's why I put up the stuff, the cost price of justice. You must be willing to take anything you have to say about that. Àtọ̀tọ̀bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ kọ́ láti gba ẹ̀gbẹ́. Ebi ti gba àsìkádàrá ti mi ìrìn àjò ti máa rìn. Anybody take opportunity here because in a few days everything will be over and then I will answer. So I tend to history I've delivered on the mandate. I know I would have saved my country, saved this administration, saved the cause of justice. So but only then we'll go after them and then deliver justice. Change it about of turn through around him to block justice. Then we'll go after them, both home and abroad. In our easy to face with one to do one anymore. All of them to come because I don't need to come and update anybody again. See to me, if you think it's my name, it's my reputation, I might not be able to touch everybody, but the few ones who were able to touch, you will pay. You pay with serious prison times. So, we'll finish up. I want to ask questions. You can send your request, please.
When you have a Budweiser in hand, then the world is yours to take. Drink responsibly.
Hello, Tasty, are you there?
All right, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing, my brother?
I can share, sir.
Yeah, we thank God. And you?
All right, sir. Okay. So, mo kàn fẹ́ sọ one or two things lórí gbogbo effort in so far. But we really appreciating at a positive contribution to then give to Nigeria. So, ó máa take time fáwọn èèyàn or oníṣẹ́ ibi yìí kó tó realize pé we are really doing a great job. But got to surprise me. This is my first time in my life to marry pé like 90% of Nigeria ní common sense. Ní common sense, Justice Mohbad movie discover pé wow, evil things dey cover the whole Nigeria. And because ikú Mohbad ó yẹ kí understand pé àwọn kan wà nínú ayé yìí pé ọkọ̀ lè pààyàn kò sẹ́yìnbọ̀ tó lè bí wọn. Débi pé Nigeria police tó yẹ pé with that we àwọn gan ò lè live because our tax stance ọ̀nà fi ń sanwó fún ọ̀dẹ́. So now owó tó ń tún dà lọ́wọ́ wa ó tún wá panu wa ẹnìkan wá bá yín pé ẹ bá ń cover up ẹ dẹ̀ ń ṣe lóòótọ́ ẹ fi ń wọ̀ pé yes ẹ ń cover up. Mi ò expect Lagos State as the centre of excellence tọ́yìn ọ́ expect jù ní Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n lè máa behave in that manner. This is the same justice of Mohbad ó tó expose bí àwọn èèyàn ṣe ń ṣe pé okay tó bá ti rí pathway to máa lè sí success wọ́n máa tún àdàváìtì àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jọ àwọn náà máa gbé wá like ẹnìkan ṣàbẹ̀sí òun kíníkan I was like ṣé àwọn eléyìí ibo náà ti tọ́ wọn ibo náà lè ti jáde wá.
Tasty, that shambolic investigation by Lagos State Police Command, is aided in major part by the family members of the deceased. And as you can see the trajectory now, normally, Oyaki will affect a lot, they should be able to do the right thing, but we cannot continue to deceive ourselves. There are people that they prefer to throw sentiment and emotions forward in serious criminal matters. And that is what they will continue to use to becloud the sense of reasoning of the entire citizenry. In the public about our justice, that will get a family. So I just thought they were saying, tell the wrong law, kill them, what, so if I don't paro, if I come back, paro, want to call for how can they find justice when they are deceiving you? They started the whole story, and everybody that knows what I did from the beginning, I was trying to challenge. And because of everybody lost the police station, you didn't go to report murder. And to not because I was everywhere. And the Lord reported to work by County Station said to Kevin. Look at those terrible criminals, disgruntled elements that Jojo is facing. Today, so Baba, I said, how can you want to establish the truth? And you're not allowing the sense of reason to be established. You're trying to fight for a young boy. They'll be able to pursue the right truth. But the story, they have in the public. They have to big bow a member of the family. They have to law. If they continue that in the public here forever. That is why all those terrible women, they are not just arrogant with ignorance. They cost that boy more pain in the mortuary. Why? But they never will be our Lord leading. But those terrible individuals, because they want to be popular, they want to be at the forefront, they don't care about the cause of justice. And it's all of this why you don't feel as why you on Torrey. Again, boy, you calling me. I don't want to fear on it. Oh, Bawa Lane. To Bawa Lane, you running only ever boss. I might be like I did call of vision. That was why I was explicit. I will be really. Why? What's going on? The one who look at a bank or the bank, about what's the bank? The one jetty, new jetty. Tomorrow, I think we'll do asking, go shit, July, like, oh, you must stop on 6:30 p.m. or 6 o'clock. Every law, I share of fee 3 hours. Coffee move, Lati, jetty. The island event of a day or shooting. You can't continue to deceive yourself. We are not being pragmatic. She won't do Coco Baba by me. She won't force my buying. A Baba not level. When you are looking for justice, you don't have to be covering. You be very liberal and open. Even the public will establish your talk. Because anytime what my child has man not keep you talk. I don't care whether it's a father or mother. Let's establish the truth and go. Let's know what we are dealing with. We are dealing with a terrible demon. At the end of the day, we're going to go back. Pussy on boy it come. And you think it is not important to say, you the come by. I'm story the pussy your guy. And the other day, wanted to tell a family member, I'm like, what is all this nonsense? So no member of the same family tells about the one who shall I be on Shiko. And I go anoint never tell you. I said, we're here for a long thing. That's why I knew something is wrong and we have to put a neck on it and get justice for that boy. Because to my everybody, I want to be our here. It's just about to call town, we go no long. This is how the public keep quiet and say, if I'm a family, I don't know, or anointing, or Shiko. Then everybody would think it is easy. And I will be a colonel. I go with we don't have a kind of society. We have a society whereby there must be accountability for every human life. Every human life. So we were saying to them, could possible can there be police station? Only one for any doctors police reports because doctors reports she who many come to hospital they don't go bad loan. Shadro sibe back on hospital. Ko mo kofu any doctors reports. She da ro shot sibe. So the woman deliberately held it against the will Adra. What was somebody ever deceive her in getting the bolopa and she balabala pẹ̀lú but then family was going to school to effect the mortuary. Only there, but to move doctors' reports select, I be police reports on it. Or if not, it was so. But I don't feel only law. They've not sought out to deposit the body in the leg and you left them. If you want the police station or doctor reports and the mortuary one, doctor reports if you want and the white justice. And there's a warning of station settle. Shall not anymore all mortuary settle. Shall mortuary settle? I go mortuary settle no. Tanua settle mortuary. About all of settle mortuary command book knowing they deceived all of you. You left your son. You go keep on speaking away from me. I shall follow Babura. Oh, they really are big. Because at the end of the day, where is the love? There is no doctor's report to accept the body. So there is no attempt to go to another police station to say, you cannot do this to my son. I want justice. They are not taking him in the mortuary. Oh, mo láti mọ kí ló fà tó fi sáré ẹ̀ ń bá mi. Mo láti mọ kí ló kọ́ mọ́ mi lọ́rùn. Mo láti mọ kí ló fa ẹ̀jẹ̀. Now, police of me, ọ̀nà the bullet. That means the fight will be against anything doctors report one away. Against his son. But ṣé èyí bẹ́ẹ̀ ya wèrè tí bàtẹ̀ lówó lọ́wọ́? Ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ mi lọ sọ́sítútù méjì. Ọ̀rọ̀ á ní fún yín ní ìkọ̀kú kọ́ báyìí ló ṣe. Ta ló declare kó kú? Then give me the report. Mo láti rí. I will go to that same police hospital. Kilo Shele, what happened to my son? How did he come? They are not telling me. They are not speaking to me. Then I won't bring you out. They were just coming around, making a whole mess of the whole stuff, making the entire public look stupid. The international community are looking at Nigeria and saying, look at this. No value for human lives. Look at them the way they are talking. They are analyzing junks. The voice of reasoning, they are quelling it. No even fight for the boy. Titi, he wasn't fighting. He said it with his own mouth. Come on, you're kidding. That Mohbad body will be staying outside. Less dignity. To a boy, toti no kiki, and you tell a gay beard again. Shadow industry goes, you don't look at shit. So industry goes, you like I didn't go back to Pato. What to be a go to Polly in his death. So, boys, you go to them try, you know. Umio to moon doctor support ele. The two for Judy Loss, no, to Pomoi. As at that time, for Judy Loss. The doctor's reports. Ọmọ yẹn àdúrà ọ̀sọ̀kọ̀kọ̀ Darusha will doctor support sílẹ̀, but that same Darusha will know embalm, and suddenly you left them, and then you are claiming you are fighting for justice for the world. That is where the justice should have started. What about the police in Ikorodu? I'm so sorry, Angel. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Let me recapitulate, please. What I was trying to say is this. At the early stage, I was trying to bring to fore that the only way we can establish this truth, because as an investigator, as an advocate of human rights, we need to establish the truth and know where the entire background of the story. And it was at the early stage I was trying to quickly speak my own truth out and say clearly that from what I am hearing, from the investigation I'm getting so far, the idea that I am the father, the Baba said, I saw my son. I saw Duve soak with BNOD. I saw my son already embalmed. There is no way the Baba will not see that Wumi has swollen faces. The Baba said he couldn't even meet the nurse that injected his son to death. He got there 9 o'clock. Mohbad was pronounced dead 4:30. That means before they left the hospital, before they could even get home, because they said there was traffic on Orchard Road, they would get home around 6:30 to 7. So within 2 hours before the Baba arrived, the nurse already left and said, I'm going, bye-bye. I've come to kill him, so I'll see you guys later. I've done the job. I've taken the life of your star boy. And the father just there 9 o'clock said, I can't even find the nurse. Making you and I look stupid. And I'm saying, on what grounds? You didn't meet the nurse. Your son was already embalmed. You saw Duve soaked with blood. The Baba cannot say he didn't see signs in Mohbad's body. Even the broken neck. I said, okay, fine. He claimed, he said he took the body to police station to go and obtain police reports. And at the early stage, I said, don't feed the public this thing. It's not tenable. Those that remember that have been following me, I said it vehemently. I said, it is not that worst with Nigerian police. one sick guy was saying, wait, but did you go? He's the one that his son died now. I said, what's that? Why are you repeating the obvious? We are trying to establish the truth and know where and how we should investigate and get justice for this one. We should be able to know how we got it wrong. There is no way you go to police station, no matter who took the life of your son, they will not ask you not to report. And the moment you are reporting, I said, the moment you are reporting that somebody was murdered, immediately you write your statement. It becomes a state matter. How the body will be deposited in mortuary is none of your business again. That is the education number one people are supposed to learn from, so that tomorrow they won't make such mistake. Our family let's cover. Family might cover up serious crime. It doesn't have propensity in law. The requisite for such action will always be errored if the family thinks it's within us, let's cover it. Because you must report any matter of death. I said, what is the rationale? You went to report that. I said, there is no way you have gone to report. Let us know the truth. You never went to report that your son was murdered. You didn't even report your son that you want just one certificate to move. They said, no, don't talk like that. He was in shock. I said, if he was in shock, let him say it. That should have been the right thing. This is what I went to do. If you are in shock, you didn't report your son was murdered, but you are reporting, you're not even reporting anybody. You're not reporting anything. You just want certificate to just go and bury it. State it so that we know. It is at that point that I say, Baba, this one will put you in a very wrong light in this case. You cannot pursue this case on behalf of the public. We would have taken it over then fully, and then all this nonsense they did would have taken this long. But these terrible individuals, they keep finding a way to put unnecessary sentiment. Baba Yenomoeku, Baba Yenomoeku, and what I'm looking at, what sort of our English you would tell me what does it look like? And at the end of the day, they deceived the public that he went to complain that his son was murdered and make the police look bad. People say, why are you supporting the police? I said, there is no way you would. The Nigerian police is not that worse. There is no way these people will be so powerful. They will instruct them not to listen to the plight of a grieving father. They will still allow him to incident his case. Not even when those crowd claimed they were with the Baba. If truly somebody else took Baba's life, the wife was there, the uncle was there, the younger brother was there. Who is those powerful people? In front of the police station, inside police station, I would say, don't report the case. And I say, they make the police look so bad that they said, after he had written to an extent, somebody came to give the order that they should not do it, as if it's still the same oppression. What they were trying to do is to actually establish a serious corruption, deceit. They want to deceive the police. Now, imagine if the police did not stop the action then. That police officer that perhaps issued that police report probably would be in jail by now and would have been a police officer again. So they deceived entirely. And the voice of reason was not allowed to be established there. So they now moved the body. They couldn't issue. The police officer felt like, hey, officer, maybe the person that called said, I have experience. Don't think that because the family, the Baba and the son, something, this thing might backfire. Don't issue that police report. You didn't go and see the body where it was murdered or where they say he died. You didn't see police doctor's reports, and you want to issue reports about the death of somebody that you did not know how it occurred, not even advice from any professional. Don't issue. That is practically why the police officers refused to issue the police report. It's reasonable, it's common sense for the police officer to say, don't because of money lose your entire future. Because of these coins you want to collect, you might lose the career you've built for so many years. Because it's your name. Which police report which doctor's report did you see before issuing this report you want to? They might write anything in their statement. They will lie there. So stop it. Let them go to place that is so close. At least from that way, the one won't be accused of administrative jurisdiction and administrative lapses. Because nobody this jurisdiction. Let them go to where people were saying that sort of stuff. They should have held them down. They should have taken us. In this Nigeria that we have now, the right thing for the police to do is don't put our hand in nonsense. Go to the nearest police station where this boy was living before he died. Maybe somebody had reported there. They will be able to take it on. Or using us, you left the nearest police station to come and join. We might not even know what happened. And that is the right thing for the police officers to do. They real quickly said, no, don't put us. If you go and bury without the right paperwork, without everything, whoever did, if this thing backfire, the law will catch up with you. It's the normal thing for any police officer to know that. We don't have to force you. Since none of you have come to complain that this person was murdered, no problem. But if you go and bury, and there is allegation tomorrow, all of you that went to bury, that covered it up, you will be in serious soup. So the right thing for you to do is go and report at the nearest place. Let's start from there. If they want to buy him, he's about to be murdered, and you tell us, you can swing into action. But the deed has been done. And he didn't even come to complain that he was being murdered. You only told us he died, maybe of a natural cause. They wouldn't have told the police officer that something happened to Mohbad's head. There is pool of blood. They didn't report that to the police. They must have even gone there to say Mohbad died of a natural cause, and they want to go and bury. They only need police reports. And the officers think quickly and say, this thing I'm seeing is dangerous. I'm suspecting a cover-up. Don't put your name, don't put your career on the line. And I was trying to establish it then that this is 101% what happened then. This Baba should be allowed to speak the truth. We're trying to fight for Mohbad. And I said it immediately. I am seeking justice for Mohbad and Mohbad only. I could remember the other terrible story Jabato and Gami. When she was there, that is Mohbad in the windshield. If you're the Kigamba, Masurara, you can call yourself whatever you want to do on this social media space, but don't involve my family name. Do whatever you want to do. That is one of the major problems we had, and the public made a mess. So the person in this kind of situation